So today we're just gonna do a quick live. I wanted to bring my man on, Ben. Ben is a HVAC expert in his early 20s. Grind that down later, yes sir. In his early 20s, and he's gonna talk about exactly the steps he took to start his HVAC business, from literally going from zero to where his business is today. And I think it's super important. What's up, Gomez? How's it going? I think it's super important for everyone to be looking at a tangible skill set that they could go out and do every single day and gain some type of income without being attached to a boss or being attached to a primary location. You definitely need a skill set. So I'm bringing my man Ben. And also, if you are a real estate investor, a real estate agent, and you're looking for motivated sellers, motivated buyers, you're looking for more leads for your business, you could text the number 601-714-1139, 601-714-1139. We help real estate investors and general contractors find more leads for their business to make sure they double, triple their revenue. All right, let's bring my man Ben in. See how we do this. I think you might have to request access, Ben. Okay, never mind. Let me just bring you in this way. Yo, brother.
JT, what's going on?
Man, I'm blessed, brother. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm in the car. I was at a job site. I didn't have time to get home.
I heard that, bro. Yeah, you steady grinding, man. I be seeing your stories. You be up like sun up, sundown.
Always. I got to.
Got to, bro. But yeah, I ain't gonna hold you up, man. I know you want to get home and get relaxed, but I just wanted to bring you on here, man. For one, just congratulations, everything you're doing, man. I mean, it was almost like a year. Yeah, no problem, bro. No problem, for real. Like, I think it was like a year ago. We had talked on the phone, man, and you already had the vision, the game plan, the blueprint kind of laid out. You just needed to get the right circle, man, get some information. So, just kind of talk about, give a little bit of background on yourself for people that, don't know you. What's up, Mark? I appreciate you getting on here, brother. Yo, how's St. Louis, bro? You're still in St. Louis, right, Mark? But yeah, Ben, just kind of give people a little background really quick about you, man, and how you got started in the HVAC game.
All right, so I'm 22. I'm from Philly, from Philadelphia. I grew up like kind of like the typical black person, don't have much, wasn't taught much. I dropped out in 10th grade, so I could start a landscaping business. I started doing landscaping, then a little bit of home remodeling. Then I went and got my GED, went to school. I actually went to school for carpentry, so I could start building dog houses. But the carpentry class was filled up. So they told me that it was an open spot in HVAC. I didn't even know what HVAC was. But I was just like, all right, whatever it is, I'm with it. I just needed to learn the skill. I was doing stupid stuff in the streets, so I wanted to learn the skill. I didn't want to get trapped. Then after the HVAC school, I got hired in the biggest HVAC company in America. Within 2.5 years, I got a $13 raise because I just kept on demanding money. I went back and forth I went and lived in Atlanta, moved back to Philly, went to another company, demanded more money. Like I literally had a $13 raise within 2.5 years. And then I was lucky enough to meet Neo. Neo introduced me to Doug. And Doug was literally my first client outside of the company that I was working for. So me and Doug, I was doing some jobs for him. He was giving me a lot of referrals, and I started making a name for myself. Then New Year's Eve, I was already planning on leaving. Like nobody knew except for a few people. 2 months before I got fired. So I got fired New Year's Eve. But 2 months before I got fired, I was going to work from 7 to maybe around 6 o'clock. Then drive an hour home, drop off the work truck, and then go do service calls of my own up till 2 o'clock in the morning for 2 months straight. Like literally 2 months straight. No sleep for 2 months. And I actually, what helped with that was Doug and Neo. It was my mentors, and they took me in real close and was teaching me a lot. And you know Doug's history with how he sacrificed. So, 2 months is a lot less than the 2 years he was living in his garage. But I took that same mentality of keep on sacrificing. And if I didn't sacrifice those 2 months, if I would have just chilled after work or whatever, once I got fired, I would have been, I don't know. Like when I got fired, I was happy, and they was kind of upset that I was happy. To me, it was just you giving me more time to make more money.
Right.
So they didn't know that. So it was just like I was happy, and literally the first week of me being fired, I had one job, and then the following week, I did. It was like 19,000 in revenue, and it was like 7,000 profit. The second week of me being fired, I was making about 8,000 a month at the job, and I was able to make that in a week, and it was just like I would never go back.
Wow.
Now it's the grind.
Now it's the grind, bro. So you hit some key points in there, man. I'm taking some good notes here. So I think the first thing that stuck out to me right there is within 2 years when you was, well, first of all, you were so hungry just to get out the streets to gain a skill set, because you know that once you had a skill set, right, you become valuable.
Take it away from you.
You can't take it away from you, right? Once you learn something, you become valuable. You can't take it away. So it's not necessarily what you thought. Like, hell, you didn't even know what it was, but you just knew that if I get some type of skill set, I'm going to create success from it.
Exactly.
Right? So that's the first thing. From that point, you get in the game, you play your role, like you stay down, you start getting your credibility up, you start getting your skill set up. And then you said that you stayed so relentless for 2 years, just traveling and showing your value and keep asking, like, yo, let me get a raise,
Yep.
Within 2 years.
My fault to cut you off.
No, you good.
So it was like 3 tiers when it comes to HVAC and positions when it comes to an installer. The third is like a helper. The second is like now you're on a team. And the lead, which is, of course, number one, you basically running the job. I was a third for only 2 months. And at the company I was working at, you had to be a third for at least 3 months before you could get a raise. And you can't get more than $1. I looked at them like it was crazy once they told me that. I said, I need $2. And now you're trying to disrespect me. So I was like, I need $2. And then you can't get another raise for at least another year. But by the time, I can't remember the exact how it went, but literally 6 months after that, I got another $3. So in addition, I got a $5 raise within 9 months. And then I just kept on going after that.
Wow. And what's crazy, bro, and I get, and tell me if I'm wrong, but anytime that someone does something out of the ordinary like that, right? Like we work hard for years just to get a 5 years, you might be lucky to get a $3-4 raise, right?
Yeah.
Did you have some type of like something inside of you, like a certainty that you already knew, like as you was negotiating with these folks, you already knew, like, yo, I'm getting a raise somehow, like you already knew?
Yeah, I never, ever since I was young, I never took no for an answer. My mom tried to stop me from dropping out, but now she's grateful that I dropped out because I wasn't doing nothing in school. I was just getting in trouble. I like forced my way of dropping out in 10th grade and going because I just knew I knew I knew the end result. I knew the vision. It just wasn't clear of how I was going to get there, and now everything's playing out. Like it's a lot more clear.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And then from that point, now everything's clear for you. Not only that, you backed it up with major action. So there was a period where you went on basically like a 60-day sprint, 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. So, maybe a couple hours of sleep between there. But what that was doing.
It wasn't even really sleep because I was planning for the next day, making calls, sending invoices, everything. It was like I was only getting like maybe 3 on a good night, 4 hours of sleep. It was crazy.
Probably taking some quick hitters in the van or something. Yep. 10, 15 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah. So you really getting it in, man, and then really built that, not saying those 2 months built the business because, it's more years put into that, but that's really, it's that compound interest, man, that people don't really understand. Just doing something every single day, maxing out. And then that really puts you in a position where you got all those referrals. Your name started holding weight, and they started seeing, the value you brought. And then you said you went from $7,800 a month to doing that in your first week, almost like a week or 2.
Yep.
Yeah, congratulations, brother. That's awesome, man. And I believe the investment you first put up to get in the program was like $5,000, right?
Yeah, it was. My first investment was with Neo. And that was for $1,500, and I actually went in the negative $700 to do that, and ever since then, I just been building from that.
That's what's up, brother. Yeah, man, that's great, man. That's great to hear. That makes my job worthwhile as well. Whenever I see people actually stick to it, and just give like it's gotta work, like Neil saying, it's gotta work or it's gotta work. If you have that mentality, it's gonna work, period.
Yep. And that was the first thing. That was the first call that I got on his. That's what he kept on saying. And I was just it was just, and it's crazy because I still don't have an event space, but that's because I'm focusing on one thing.
Right.
But being my mentors, they helped me so much in my own business, and building me up mentally, everything, that now I know, like, you don't have to do all of the things that you learn, because that was my problem at first. I'm sure you already know, being around all of them, it's just so much getting thrown at you, all this information. It's just like, it's overwhelming in a good way. But then you got to learn how to, step back. And Demetrius Walker, I don't know if you know Meet Walker, but he told me use my gift, which is HVAC, to fund my passion, which is real estate. So now, after he told me that, I had to step back, focus on building my company, get that running, and then that's when I could start, doing my passion.
Right, exactly, and that's what it is. What up, Boone?
Boone, what's going on?
What's up, brother? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get you on here one day, Boone.
Yep.
But yeah, you're absolutely right, bro. Just focus on one singular thing, become great at that, and then let it fund the passion. And then, by the way, the beautiful thing about what you're doing, same way with me, my area expertise is sales, yours is HVAC, but they all go hand in hand with the ultimate goal. I got you, bro. And I'm gonna message you right after this, and it all goes hand in hand. Pivoting, right? So you got to get HVAC done through the real estate process anyway. So it's all perpendicular, man. So that's
exactly.
That's good, man. So right now you're at a place where your business is successful. You got a great name out there, got a lot of great clients. Now, for someone who's looking into getting started in the HVAC game, which I get a lot of, people that are interested in, when I talk to them on the phones, what are like the actual steps? Like if you could give like, I guess an A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3, just kind of break it down for an elementary beginner who wants to get started.
So to get it started, one, you have to be certified. You have to get insured. You need I did 2 of boom cribs. So you have to get certified. You need your OSHA, your EPA, track pipe, all those certifications. You can look those up. I don't really know all of them offhand, but I have all of them. Then to actually, make it into a business, obviously the LLC, your general contractor's license, get insured, and then the way I did was I focused more on. Well, Doug was my first client, so I was kind of like pushed right into doing the rehabs. But if you can show your work from like if you work at a company, if you can show the work that you do, honestly, the best thing to do is get started with homeowners. It's a way bigger profit margin. Dealing with investors, it will keep you busy, and start building your name. But eventually, I'm going to step away from the investors and go to completely homeowners. It's a lot bigger profit margin with the homeowners.
For sure. So you pretty much leveraged the program. You leverage investors to keep the volume coming.
Yep.
Get your credibility up. Also leverage their marketing. Because especially Doug, that's one of the reasons he's a big player in Philly. Not only because he's an expert, he does great work. Obviously that's first, but he's constantly marketing himself. He's constantly giving back, right? So you tapped into that pipeline, kind of leveraged that, and then went to the residential where the full profit was.
Yep. Yeah. I haven't made the complete change to the residential yet, but it's coming.
Definitely. So I think that's working smarter, not harder, man. Because a lot of people, especially our people, man, we're so prideful, got the ego, like, yo, I'm gonna figure it out on my own. Like, I don't need no man to put me on and all that.
Yeah.
But you went 700 in the hole to get to this point.
Yeah. Yep. I sacrifice a lot more than that. You gotta make that sacrifice. A big problem is our people want the fast money. Entrepreneurship is usually not the fast money. You actually usually the last one to get paid. Honestly, so it's like it was times where I went in the hole even after starting the business. Still building up my credit. So a lot of the projects now is street cash. So I can't just take my profits off the top and everything because I got to keep the jobs going. So I'm still at a growing point. I don't want people to think that, starting any company, any business, that within a few months or a year that you're just going to be like, big time. I'm far from big time. I have one full-time worker besides myself, but I'll have 3 or 4 by the end of the year. So there's still a lot of growing to do, still a lot of sacrifices that has to be made.
Right. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. And man, again, bro, just seeing it from where you came from, like a year ago, like there's no doubt in my mind, you're definitely going to hit your targets, your goal. And there's no doubt in my mind within 2-3 years, you might be having, 10, 20, 30, people. I don't know. I'm not really familiar with the industry to know how quickly it grows, but I just know, man, you locking in and you focus and, you're getting better every single day intentionally. You know what I mean? So
yeah, appreciate it.
No problem, man. And just a couple more, maybe 2-3 questions, man, and we'll wrap it up here.
Okay.
I talk to a lot of people, of course, me being in a real estate group, I'm always networking, going to events. And one thing is very that I notice a lot, right, is that general contractors, people, within the real estate process are very knowledgeable, and they're comfortable like doing rehabs or doing HVAC or roofing or whatever the case may be. But when it comes to them talking about going into business for themselves or for them actually investing in properties, then it's the mindset shift. They completely kind of just shut off, like, I don't know, I've never done, you know what I mean? So for you, and you kind of touched on it a little bit a second ago, but like, if for anybody just out there watching, man, and you probably bump into a lot of people that are super talented in construction and good with their hands, how do they shift that mindset, man, to where they could actually go into business for themselves and pretty much do the same thing they're doing anyway?
It has to. So I believe that you actually can't be taught it, because you got to have a lot of heart. You got to get rid of the fear of you not being secure, because the job is security. One thing I didn't completely realize until I was a full entrepreneur was that when you have a job, you do the job, go home, and you don't think about the job until the morning, and you go back to work, and there's going to be more work for you. When you're an entrepreneur, it's 24/7. You got to be willing to keep working when everybody else is not working, because if not, it's not going to work out. Well, I believe it's not going to work out. So you got to get rid of the fear of not having a security. You don't have a security blanket. Your only option is to grind. So that's kind of like the biggest thing that I would say to those people who usually pretty skilled, because I know a lot that's pretty skilled. And also another thing, this is probably number one. Get a mentor.
Yeah.
Without Doug and Neo, man, I don't know what I would be doing, because I was that same person saying, like, man, I don't want to deal with all the paperwork we're doing, man. Like, I don't know. I just want to just do it and just go home. But now I'm doing it all by myself, completely full time. So a mentor, and get rid of the fear of the security.
Definitely. That's all it is, man. I heard it was like a quote, and I know I'm gonna mess it all the way up, but he was pretty much saying that regardless if you own the system, so if you're your own boss or your own CEO, or if you're the employee, you're still getting paid a commission regardless.
Yep.
The only difference is, so say like, and I know these ain't the right numbers, but just say like the average job was like $1,000, right? The only difference is you're playing a part within that system. So you're getting a commission, you're just getting like a piece of it, for playing a part of the system, rather than if you just control the system yourself, you get the full percentage.
Yep.
Right.
And that's like super accurate. And, a good position to be in is the one distributing and not the one receiving. You want to be the one who pick and choose who's going to be getting what percentage, or who's going to be playing a part. Not you getting played, like a piece on the board in Monopoly or something. You want to be the person that's making the changes.
Definitely. And then you said, like, you got to be willing to outwork everyone and work more than the people with you. And I think a misconception about work is that they think that you're like physically using your body 24/7. I'm sure when you say work, it's probably for you, say you're getting home, get done with a job, but you're still up studying, you're still up looking at the analytics, still up. So, it's not just all physical, but it's a lot mental as well.
And,
right?
and not all of it actually has to be, focused. Like, I'm not looking up. I see enough HVAC stuff throughout the day to be looking up HVAC stuff at night. Like, I don't want to be doing that. So, with me is I read a lot of books. Ever since the first time I talked to you, I read 20 books. So I'm building my knowledge up, building, my mindset and everything. Another thing, like just studying people, studying business owners, like extremely successful business owners. Even the one, and just as much I study the ones that's not, what made them fail, and you avoid that, and stuff like that, and actually reaching out to business owners and talking to them. Like I went to, I don't know what you would call it. It was kind of like a big mastermind out in Florida, and I met like 5 other successful HVAC company owners. So one of them, his company failed completely, and I was like super interested, like what made it fail, and also the other ones were extremely successful with it, making 20-30 million dollars a year, like that's successful. And of course you just interested in that as well. So that's like the work literally don't stop, can't stop.
Definitely. Yeah, my brother. But yeah, this has been super productive, man. You brought some value. I can't wait to get it edited. I'm gonna get it chopped up, sent to you, so you can use it for your audience, man. And yeah, for sure, bro, for sure. And again, bro, just keep pushing, keep doing exactly what you're doing, man. This is why I do it, bro. I mean, of course, like, and same way for you. I mean, money's good on your industry, money's good in my industry.
Yep.
But what really keeps us driving, man, is just networking like this, seeing each other be successful, and then just to sharpen each other like iron sharpens iron. You know what
Yep.
I mean? So, yeah. Yep. Anything I can do, bro, just hit me up. I got you.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then just let the people know where they can find you. If they need some HVAC work done, if they have like any questions, want some consulting or anything.
All right. So if you have any questions, you could DM me. A lot of people DM me anyway, asking me questions. And if you need a quote with HVAC, it's 855-478-7423.
Say it again. I'm gonna put it in the comments for you.
It's 855-478-7423. That's another thing. Get an 800 number. It'll save your life. When people got your personal number, they go overboard.
That's a fact. Yeah.
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 They go overboard.
Yeah. You want to try to be nice to people sometimes, give them a personal, but yeah, the 800 number definitely did.
Yeah, that 800 number saved me.
Yeah, and then I believe you need one for business credit purposes anyway too, right?
I believe so. I'm not completely sure, but I believe so.
Got you. What's up, Neo?
Neo, you got one of my mentors.
Sir, everybody in here follow Neo. Has helped me and Ben tremendously, man.
Yeah.
That's changed
It wasn't
our lives.
for Neo. And a lot of people think that Neo be scamming. It is no scam at all. It's crazy. It's no scam.
It's just
if it wasn't for Neo, I wouldn't be doing the stuff I'm doing today.
Right. Yeah, it's just consistent work, man. I've seen it. It's like the stream. Just what's it say? It doesn't beat against the rock, but it something. But that's exactly what Neo is. Every day, just showing up.
Yep. Always.
Sure. All right, brother. Well, yeah, I'm gonna let you get in the house. It's
all
all
right.
love, my man. I appreciate you. Anything you need, let me know.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. All right, guys. I appreciate everyone hopping on. I just wanted to highlight Ben, man. He's a great guy, great young brother coming up. He actually was one of the first people that I introduced to. Well, not I introduced to Doug, but that I helped him with joining Doug's mentorship program. And ever since that, he's just been investing to himself, the business, the group, his network, his relationships, and he's killing it out here. And if you guys missed it, just go back and watch the replay. I'm gonna pull it up. Again, My name's Jaqil. I'm the founder of the Kill Company. We help real estate investors and general contractors get high quality leads. So if you're a seller, a buyer, you're looking for if you're an investor, a realtor, looking for motivated sellers, looking for motivated buyers, you can contact me, shoot me a text, 601-714-1139, or just DM me. We use digital and social media to attract leads, and all business owners really, but I typically work with investors, realtors, real estate professionals, and general contractors, because that's who I'm pretty much dealing with on the daily basis. So, yep, that's it, guys. You know the vibes. Grind out, stunt later. Anybody need anything, hit me up, DM me. I treat y'all like family. Ben's family's my family, etc. And y'all be blessed.